purchase.
What is up, YouTube? We're out here with my boy Omar today, and also the homie Wilson. Say what up, Wilson. But today we are doing something super special, guys. I know you guys have been asking for tutorials of stunt riding, anything stunt riding related you guys want to know about. Wheelie tutorials, stunt builds, all that good stuff. And as you guys know, I'm actually building an 0304 stunt bike right now. But sad to say, this beautiful bike right here is not mine. Mine's still in the process of getting fixed up and whatnot. I actually have all the parts in here right now and accidentally showed you guys what the frame looks like, so screenshot that if you want. But the frame and stuff, I actually have to move all these bikes out of the garage and get it all cleared out so we can get this bike in here. But today's plan, I'm going to be showing you guys how to dent this tank into a stunt tank, and then also drilling some holes in this stock triple tree so that we can attach some dirt bars. So before we go and get this bike inside the garage, we need to pull all these bikes and all this miscellaneous stuff out so we got plenty of workspace. As you guys remember, we got plenty of space now since we cleaned out the garage, so it's actually a nice little work environment, and I'm super excited to show you guys how I get it done. So once my buddy Omar gets off the phone, we're going to jump right into it so he can hold the camera for me. Alright guys, so we have the garage nice and cleaned out. I'm going to keep my bike here since the rim's still bent. But just a quick little update, guys. Check it out. I was lucky enough to find a very cheap front rim, also a radiator for my bike, and some other miscellaneous stuff to get her all nice and dialed back in. But I know she's looking really rough right now, but I have all the parts to get it going, so I'm super excited to get this thing back on the road. I've been kind of tired of riding the Grom around. So now we're going to go ahead and grab this 04636 and kind of get prepped up so I can show you guys how we're going to get this stunt tank built. And this bike's relatively set up for stunt riding. It has so far a hole in the back seat, you got a sub cage, some aftermarket rear sets so you don't break the stock ones, stunt stay, easy pull clutch lever, Brembo front master that's upgraded from the Nissan stock. That's about it, but this bike's nice little street setup so far. I think he's got a 54 tooth rear sprocket on it, which is perfect for streets and a little bit of lot riding. Anyways, we're gonna roll this thing in here and get to it, people. Check out these grips for the stand though. It's a dank tank pad. Well, this tank is completely stock. There's not really many scratches on it or anything like that. So some stuff to take into mind is when you smash the tank, the gas cap's going to be sunken in, so it's going to be hard to fill it up with gas. So as long as you do it right throughout this method, it should be able to start filling up gas after we're done with it. Mr. Rubber Mallet. Alright guys, so we ran into a slight problem. I drilled someone's bars before, but I didn't use this bit. I had a big one that actually fit it. So you want to get a bit that actually is the same size as the bolts that you're running through the triple tree. So we got to run to the auto parts store real quick. That dinner dough. Guys, we got the essentials: a drill bit, dirt bar clamps, washers, gummy worms. Alright guys, back from the parts store. Got the bit, clamps, washers. And by the way, I'm having such a blast reading all the comments on my face reveal video. That is hilarious. Alright, so what we're getting ready to do is we got to take these stock clip-ons off. If you guys want a cheap little get by for now, you can actually take the stock 0304 and the 0506 clip-ons, take the right and the left and flip them opposite, and you can actually have some straight bars for the time being. It's a cheap little mod that you can do, but it feels a lot better than the original stock clip-ons that are usually angled right here. So I'm using this bit. This is actually a smaller bit than the hole that we're going to be drilling, but you use a smaller bit just to get the hole started so you're not going diesel with the giant bit. And then once you get the hole actually through, you can switch over to the big bit and drill the hole completely so you can slide the bar mounts through. But right now what I'm going to do is just use a measuring tape actually to figure out where we want to drill these holes at. Yeah. Alright, so this is our dot right here, and we're going to be able to drill the hole. But the goal here is to not mess around with this indent right here, and this is a 0304 stock triple tree and it has like an indent. We want a flat surface with these dirt bars, so we're going to put it right outside there. So what do you think, Omar? Are you happy with that? Looks pretty solid right there. Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's get to drilling. So obviously you can't put the nuts on the bottom of the triple tree without having it off, but to keep the bike more stable and make a better hole, I'm actually going to just keep it on here. And then once the holes are drilled, we'll take the triple tree off and hook up the risers and be good to go. Let's speed this part up. Time lapse. Come on. Come on. Come on. You almost there? You almost. There it is. Are you giving up?
Oh no, we good.
Yeah. Blow her down one time. Okay.
No.
Alright, so I wasn't a little happy with that one, so I scooted it over a little bit. But so far, so good. Now we'll clean it up with the big bit and be able to slap in the bars. Alright, big bit time. Butter. Alright, so we got the holes drilled, but they're not going to be wide enough for these things, as you can tell. So I'm just going to slowly hollow them out a little bit more. That way they'll slide through. Slowly but surely. Whole lot of probing going on. Two in the pinky, one in the goddamn stinky. We have kids watching.
You feel me?
Definitely don't want to hit that ignition cable. Alright, so we got everything loosened up on here. Now we're just going to pop the triple tree off. My buddy Brian636 showed us a trick. You knock the sides of your triple tree. It actually gets it up easier. So we got the triple tree off. This bolt, no problem going through. This one, slight problem. So I'm going to knock it back through and give it a couple more hits so that we can have it in there centered. Alright guys, so we have the holes drilled. I'm liking it. Are you liking it, Omar?
I'm good with it, man.
You happy?
I'm good with it. I appreciate it, man.
I mean, I'm cross-eyed, so I'm happy with it. We got the first riser down there. We got the second riser there. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, as long as the bars go on straight, which we kind of measured it up already, and it's looking good. So far that's looking great. So our pro tapers, these are actually the bars that I run whenever I do run dirt bars. I haven't been on my new builds, but these are pro taper contours, the Henry Reed bends. They're kind of like fat bars in the center, and then they kind of widen or shrink up on the sides, but these are awesome bars. I have no complaints with them. So what we're doing right now is just kind of shaping everything up. We want to get these bars on the clamps loose, and then we're going to work towards the bottom, getting the nuts on the bottom all tightened up. What I recommend that you guys grab is a big giant pack of 1/2-inch washers. That way if you need to raise up the bars, if something's rubbing on the bottom, you can use these to give it clearance around the bottom of the neck of the bike where the frame and stuff is. You don't want it rubbing on stuff. Oh! Show them what you did.
Oh man.
Show them what you did. Dropped all the bolts and the GoPro. Bonus points. Alright, so they're in there, they're chilling, we're happy. Now, get the bottom tightened up. Like I said, don't worry about how fancy and perfect they are right now. That's why you get these bottom spacers on and then you deal with it. All that, it's not going to let a bolt go all the way down, so you're just going to want to provide some washers all the way to the threads, and then you should be good. This is perfect if you're a dent in your tank. Alright, nice and tight. Rubber mallet. You know what it is?
What?
Your bars are lowered to these right here.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah, we gotta raise it up in here. That's no biggie. Let's hang this bitch. So as you guys know, I already explained we don't have the fancy stand, so we had to hang the bike from the rack in order to get the forks lower, since the front end's lowered on this bike. So we actually ran into a problem trying to get these dirt bars down. They won't go much further because they're hitting the forks. So just gonna hammer it down. We're just gonna knock them flush. Alright, so now that it's flush on both sides, your forks are the right height. Just tighten it all back up. Got your triple tree clamps, like so. And I'll get back to you guys when we're ready to put the bar stuff on. As you can see, we got the triple tree all tightened down. Everything's all tight here. Then we ran into another problem. This grip is still on the clip-on. I don't own an air compressor, so I believe I'm going to get some fluid, inject it in here, right there, and try to slide it off, and then transfer the clutch lever over. front brake, controls, and the throttle tube, and all that good stuff. I'd show you guys this part of the video, but it's really simple. Just unbolt all your controls and put them on the new dirt bars. Your boy Brian636 came in clutch again. We used some liquid penetrating lube and sprayed it inside the grip and got it off the clip-on. So now we're using my roommate's hairspray, which is volumizing freezing spray, voluminiscent. Yeah, we're using that. Gonna spray it in here like so. And the spray helps it slide the grip on without any issues, which we don't really have that problem, but
Nope.
It also grips it down. And you're gonna need some wire. That's what I like to use. I'll use a safety wire and like wrap it around here and then tighten it down. So we'll do that in a little bit. We got some. But right now we're just focused on getting everything lined up. And another little trick here with your lines, like your clutch cable, your brake lines, throttle lines. You see how it's going through this stunt stay right here? I don't like that.
Me neither. I just seen that, peep that too.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take it,
That's
put
crazy.
it right there. So now we have less constriction, you have less chance of your clutch line getting in the way or getting snagged or anything like that when you're making a turn. So I don't know why, but the throttle cable goes under the bike and then up through here, and we need all the length that we can get. Out with the old and with the new. Yee. It is dinner time at the household, so we're about to wrap things up, but we did get the bars done in time. Check it out. Dirt bars are all installed. Got the risers, got the clutch lever, the grips put on, all that good stuff. A couple things we ran into issues with. The forks were lowered in the front, so we actually had to knock it down a little bit so that way the tops of the fork caps didn't hit the dirt bike bars. But another problem that we ran into, which is most likely always going to be a problem, are your stock brake line for your front brakes. Usually, I'd say 99% of the time isn't long enough to put with the dirt bars. So you're going to need probably about 2+ more inches from the stock length for your brake line, and it should line up no problem. So once he gets a longer brake line, we're just going to take that brake lever off. It's just sitting right there for now, so it's not in the way, and then bolt it right on there. Turned out great. Dirt bars look excellent. Let me straighten the bars for you. But yeah, I hope you guys learned some stuff off this video, and if you have any questions about the build that I didn't cover, since I'm kind of newer to this build series stuff, be sure to comment if there's anything I didn't cover in this build series, and I'll be sure to cover it if I can, get to it and let you guys know what the deal is. The Pro Taper contours of the bars. We have the stock clutch line, stock throttle cable line. We just rerouted it right here so that I have more room. Clutch line, all that good stuff. But one rule of thumb that I can tell you guys, just try to have all your cables and lines as least bunched up as you can. Just make sure that they're not running through something unnecessarily. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and leave some comments, anything that I didn't cover that you do want me to cover, and next time you see us, we'll be smashing in this tank. Alright guys, keep it dank. Later.
Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. I smoke and